Real Madrid is the biggest club in the world. Once you're Real Madrid, especially when you're at your peak, you don't leave. You don't leave. You don't leave. If you're offering me $400 a minute, guys, adjust your TV sets. This is a 4K representation. Adjust your TV sets. Please press pause, get a meal, get a drink, and adjust your YouTube settings to make sure this is 4K. If you can't do 4K, 1440p. If you're going to do 1440p, stop the vid, unsubscribe, leave my channel immediately. This is a 4K vid because this is a 4K story. So either you watch it in 4K, 1440p, with a meal and drink. If you can't watch it with a meal and drink in 4K or 1440p, unsubscribe, leave my channel immediately. So let's pop. Let's just read the story. Because there's so much read. Let's just read the story here. Saudi Arabia's investment fund. Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, PIF, and Vinicius Junior's representatives have discussed an annual salary of up to $382.5 million. Real Madrid would also expect to receive Vinicius' buyout clause, which stands at $1 billion. That's a lot of cash. And see, this is what we need to realize, and this is just the fact of the matter. That's a lot of cash that the Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund can afford. See, that's the reality, because people can say, oh my gosh, $1 billion, no one can afford $1 billion. Who can afford $1 billion? That's a lot of money. That's a lot of cheese. Yes, someone can. And someone can make $1 billion. Because remember, that's the buyout clause. If you meet that valuation, it is what it is. There's nothing that Real can do. There's nothing that Real can do. Now, shout to your boy thingy. So Carlo, on the Vini and Serie links, I can guarantee that there's nothing to it. It's pure speculation. He used the word, there's nothing to it. Now, Carlo, if you're right, and there's nothing to it, why have you met with his representative? So either Carlo is hiding stuff and he doesn't really know what's been happening behind the scenes, or ESPN are lying. And ESPN ain't Madrid zone. No, so ESPN can blow things aboard. They're not Madrid zone. They're not core. They're not Barca center. Okay. They have a reputation to uphold. So if ESPN have put out a public release with the credibility on the line that the investment fund have also met with Vinicius Junior's representatives, the people who represent him, there must be a little bit of truth in this matter. Now, guys, let's break down the numbers, and this is where it gets a little bit scary, just a little bit scary. Let's really break it down. So, Vinicius Jr. has reportedly been offered a 5-year contract worth $1 billion to play for Al Ahly by Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund. If he accepts, he would earn $4.2 million a week. $600,000 a day. So, like sunrise, sunset, $600,000. $25,000 an hour. $416 a minute. Guys, that's what we call cheddar. That's what we call ched. It's what we call ched. That's cheddar. That's real cheddar. I'm sorry, that's cheddar. Wow. That's a lot of money. So this is where we now try and delve deeper into this story. Vini is at the top of the world. I believe that he should win that Ballon d'Or. I believe he is the chief ogre in world football, hence why his name is Vinicius Olusegun Jr. He's just coming off another UCL victory where he was pivotal for a UCL run. That's 2 UCLs that he's now won for Real Madrid. And he's on top of the world, playing for the biggest club in the world. So you say, why leave this? Why leave this? Why leave a situation where you are the don, you are the main guy, and you're that dude, and this team is only just going from strength to strength to strength? I told you I'm a Sith. And me being a Sith, I did an absolute. I don't deal with, hey, but I can see both sides. Yeah. I don't do that. I don't do like, but well, I can see his side and I can see his side as well, but there's the positive and the negative and no. I give it to you straight. If I was advising Vinicius Jr., it depends on what his situation is. If you want true generational wealth and you have no plans afterwards, and there are several things you want to do in terms of your family, your community, projects you want to do, and you want to make true seismic change for your family, for your community, for your city, for different people and different projects, take the Saudi deal. If you don't have those lofty ambitions to really do serious things that you need a huge amount of money for, you are paid well enough at Real Madrid. Plus, because of your profile and because of the club that you play for, through those sponsorships, you're going to be very good financially. So there's no need for you to move. So it depends on Vini. What do you want to do? What do you want to do post-football? What do you want to do monetarily? And is your focus footballing legacy and adding to that footballing legacy? Or is your focus, oh no, I've done that, let me do life? So it's a question, football legacy or life? If it's life, take that freaking Saudi deal. It's $400 a minute. The heck? If it's football legacy, there is no bigger club than Real Madrid, and you are on top of the world. You're on top of the world. Do you think someone has been advising him? What do you think? Do you think he's been advised? Do you think Neymar says, look, Vini, man, you've won the UCL, you've won that stuff. I mean, Europe, it ain't lit that much. Saudi Arabia, it's all right. And bro, get that money. I find it very hard to believe that if this story has any truth, he hasn't at least spoken to Neymar Jr. At the very least, I expect him to have spoken to Neymar Jr. Just a little sign. Just a little sign. Just a little sign. A little sign. Expect that. What about Carlo? Carlo isn't just Vinicius Junior's manager. He's a father figure to Vini. And he's a guy who I think Carlos sees him as like, he's like my second child, like my stepson, in terms of just not only teaching him football, but just teaching him things. So I do feel there is that kind of father-son relationship that he has. And also, let's be real, ask any of the players that have played under Carlo, whether it's Mikel, whether it's John Terry, whether it's Lampard, they feel like we're his kids. All the players who've played under Carlo were, no, he was our manager. He was like our father, based on the close relationship that he built with those players. So if Vini was to leave, I think Carlo would feel slightly betrayed. Slightly betrayed. And he's gone to bat for Vini, even and the fact that, oh, no, this is the superstar, he's the best player in the world, and he deserves a Ballon d'Or. So Vini, would you want to let down Carlo? Would you? Now, who wants to hear a conspiracy? Who's ready for a conspiracy? Who's ready for like some kind of political thriller, intrigue, conspiracy theory? So put on your conspiracy theory hats. This is just a theory. There's nothing stemming truth. I have no kind of sources that say, oh, you know, this is just me, conspiracy theory. Basically, call me HCT. HCT, half conspiracy theorist. So as HCT, Mbappe's position is on the left. Yeah. He can play on the right. He's not played there for a long time. He can play striker. He's not too good at striker. But his position in 2024, his strongest position in 2024 is on the left. And there is a guy that's already there that's the best player in the world at the moment, and he's the face of the team. So there's a rumor around the corner, and this was a conspiracy theory. What if Mbappe made a call? What if just a very friendly call? What's a very friendly call? And just say, you know what? Yo, get him out of here. Yeah, no, offer him some bread. Have you got a bill? Under that pillow, get that bill out. We're going to need it. We're going to need it. We're going to need that bill. Look, guys, you know why I'm laughing? You know what? I'll get there. Because there's something that I just need to say after, but I'll get there. So, Mbappe, he probably made a call and say, yo, get that bill. Get him out of there. It's only a bill for the release clause. So, guys, I told you, Mbappe, this won't be too far off the realm for Mbappe saying that, like, I want to play on the left. I need to get this guy out of here. Saudi, offer him everything. Offer him $400 a minute. I'm going to get this guy out of there so I can take the left position so this can be my freaking team. But that's just a theory. So why am I laughing? I'm laughing because, guys, this is how football is going to be destroyed. I'm laughing at this how football is going to be destroyed. You should not be able to even offer $1 billion for any football player. I don't care whether he's Messi. I don't care whether he's Pele. I don't care whether he's Maradona, Ronaldo Nazario, Ronaldinho. You shouldn't be able to even offer $1 billion for a football player. Because I told you, once we jumped all the way to $222 million for Neymar, I was like, bro, this is going to get out of hand. Once Saudi Arabia entered the chat, bro, all hell is going to break loose. All hell is going to break loose. Because I'm sorry, guys, I don't know about you. It takes a strong man to reject it. See, guys, I told you that's why there's football and there's life. Guys, we love football. See, if we're having a football conversation, no, it's Real Madrid. It's the biggest club in the world. I'm the best player in the world. And I want to add to my legacy. No, I want to be a 5-time UCL winner. I want to be a 5-time La Liga winner. I want several Ballon d'Ors. I want to be established as one of the best players ever. I want to be established as the best player in my generation. So no, nothing you can offer me can sway me away from Ballon d'Ors, UCL titles, La Liga titles, and legacy, which you can only get playing in Europe and specifically on the stage that Real Madrid gives you. That's a footballing argument. A life argument. Guys, trying to get a ball into the fishnet. With all due respect, you're trying to get a ball inside the freaking fishnet. I'm sorry, as much as I love that, and guys, I literally have a career because of a game where you're trying to get a ball into the fishnet. With all due respect to the game we love, there's a thing called life. There's a thing called generational wealth. There's a thing called helping the poor. There's a thing called not a single person associated to me will ever have to struggle for money. There's a thing called building schools, building hospitals, offering jobs to a community, vastly changing a community of family and friends. That's life. That's life. And that is more important than anything. With all due respect. I'm sorry. If it's between, I want to be established as the best guy known for trying to get in ball inside of the fishnet, and this, no. Choose. I want to be known as the greatest guy who knew how to get a ball inside the fishnets, or I want to make serious seismic change to my community that I can only do with serious cheddar. You see, for me, I tell you like, if I'm in Vini's position, I'm taking the money because I know what I will do with that money. Because there are things I want to do with my family, the things I want to do to Nigeria, the schools I'll build in Nigeria, the opportunities I'll give to young, unfortunate people in Nigeria, the kinds of projects that I will build, and the opportunities I can give to the impoverished in Nigeria. I'm choosing this. I'm like, bro, $400 a minute, $4 million a week. I'll just be thinking of like, oh my gosh, the amount of thoughts I'll be able to change, the projects I can fund, the kinds of people that I can help. That's what I'll be thinking. So that's my thing there, because it's like, people have to understand that, yes, this football is important. Of course it is. And titles and trophies are important. Because I told you, because that's why it's an interesting choice. Once Vini leaves Real Madrid for Saudi, you are completely irrelevant as a player. Cristiano Ronaldo, Neymar, they're relevant. Once you leave the hotspot that is Europe, and specifically, it's not even about going to like a South America or an Asia or Africa, but you go to Saudi Arabia, the Saudi League, and where you know what that's about. Once you do that, you cease to become relevant in terms of real football discourse. But here's my thing. It'll be one hell of an emergency hangout. So I don't think he's going to leave. I think he stays. I think he stays at Real Madrid. But if that offer is real, Vini, you are rejecting serious wealth. If Vini leaves and anybody has issue with Vini leaving and taking the money, then there's something wrong with you. Then you need to really reevaluate your priorities, because if your priority is trying to get a ball inside the fishnet over generational wealth, there is something wrong with you. And I advise you go see a psychiatrist. Because I don't know how you reject that. I don't know. Like I told you, I don't know how life, like living, like real stuff away from this thing called the game. I don't know how you reject that. I don't know how you reject that. He stays. He does stay. He does stay. I believe that he stays, and he stays committed to Real Madrid and builds on this great team. But if he leaves, which I don't think he will, but if he leaves, one heck of an emergency hangout. But I doubt it. That's a lot of cash, man.